Hello, my name is Boian Mitov, and I am excited to share my journey with all of you. After years of working for Graphical International, Johnson Controls, and eventually Innovative Integration, I decided to start my own company, Mitov Software, developing high-performance video, audio, DSP, and eventually computer vision and AI libraries and selling them. I was also developing on the side a graphical development environment called OpenWire Studio, and I use it to test and develop my libraries. Few years ago, I was developing and expanding the computer vision and AI products while also being deeply involved in two large advanced high-performance AI projects contracted by Mitov Software customers. At the end of the year, I needed a break, so I bought myself an Arduino kit for Christmas, expecting that it would be a very relaxing experience playing with it. It was indeed a lot of fun to connect the sensors and actuators to the board, but when I tried programming anything more complex than reading a single sensor, I discovered that the experience was very frustrating and challenging even for seasoned developer like me, not what I would expect from beginners and makers-friendly development platform. Naturally, I started looking for an easier way to program it, preferably with an easy-to-use graphical development environment. I was shocked to discover that there are none, and a lot of people are indeed asking for one. Having been developing OpenWire Studio for some years, I started looking into ways to adapt it for Arduino programming, and I discovered that indeed I can do this. So I did. I did it for myself and enjoyed it immensely. Then I shared it with some friends and they loved it. So I decided to turn it into a real product, and I launched Visuino thinking, well, it will be a fun side project to run and make people happy. Much to my surprise, however, it rapidly grew and grew and grew organically. In a couple of years, it outsold all the rest of my products. But most importantly, I was changing the life of so many people. For a few years, I had to focus on growing Visuino and did not have enough time to spend on AI. Finally, Visuino was spun off as an independent subsidiary, and the business was running more or less on autopilot. So this year I found some time to again dig deeper into AI, expecting that for those few years the fundamentals of AI would have advanced considerably. Much to my surprise, what I discovered was that fundamentally very little has changed, and mostly new models have been trained over the very same neural networks I was so familiar with. So I decided that I could start working on my own models and started to study TensorFlow. It turned out to require a lot of Python code to build the models, process and extract the features, and then finally train the model and visualize the results. Naturally, I started looking for an easier way to do this, preferably with an easy-to-use graphical development environment. I was again shocked to discover that there are none available, and a lot of people are indeed asking for one. I have experienced déjà vu. Having already used OpenWire Studio to create Visuino, I start thinking if I can use it to create a new easy way for a AI development, rapid development product. While planning the product, I met Daniel and discovered that he is a Visuino user and a huge fan of the product. While talking to him, I also discovered that he is very passionate about AI development, and I mentioned that I am considering a new product similar to Visuino, but for AI development. He was very excited about it, and we eventually decided that it would be best if we worked together to make it happen. Visuino was bootstrapped with no external funding, and as a result it took a couple of years to reach maturity, and it grew significantly slower than it could have. Developing an advanced AI tool similar to Visuino is even more challenging, and time to market is very critical. For it to be a huge and rapid success, we need proper team of developers and sales structure, so we hope with your help we can turn it into a reality. Join us in our quest to simplify and accelerate the world of worldwide AI development and change the future.